Hello everybody again, this is still July 10th. Now I'm doing this extra one here today because I missed two of them yesterday. I've been doing on the average of 2 a day, and well, I'm just trying to make up a little bit. This is episode 3 of The Ramblins of an Old Man. Well, I'll tell you, after I got done with them other 2 short videos, I got to thinking on how we take things for granted in this country. You know, being separated right now, I took a lot of things in my marriage for granted. Doesn't make me happy when I have to look at myself and look at who I was and some of the things I did. And I took it for granted that things would work out, things would be okay. Well, turns out they didn't. But I want you to think about another thing. I want you to think about our history's past and the survivalist instincts that our ancestors had. And I think we've lost some of that because we have learned to take things so for granted, such as the food we eat in the stores, the toys we play with, such as cameras, computers, games. You got TV to watch, you got movies to go to, we got these big old nice fancy vehicles to drive around in. What would happen if we lost the oil industry, or we could no longer drill for oil, which this administration is already trying to put a kibosh on? What would happen to our way of life? Well, things would shoot sky high price-wise, I'll tell you, from the farmer all the way through the trucker, the middleman or the processor, all the way to the food store. Could you afford these toys if that happened? Because guess what? The price of these toys would go up too. You know, it costs money for energy to be making these here things like this here camera I'm talking into right now. No, I don't think we'd have these toys. Life would be a lot harder. People don't know how to grow food anymore. And in the cities, they don't have a place to grow food, so where are they going to get their food? How are the trucks going to get the food to them in the first place if they can't afford to buy the fuel? Well, them independent truckers just might go out the window, and you got big corporate fleet trucks that, yeah, we'll take them, but we're going to charge you. Trains, maybe, but the price of fuel for them would go up too. It's not a happy place to be, I don't think, when you lose some of the things that you grew up with, some of the bells and whistles, so to speak, that we live with on a day-to-day basis. How many people and businesses would be out of a job if we lost computers? If energy prices went so sky high that we can't even afford to buy a computer, where would you be? Think about it. Boy, I tell you, I've thought about it, and I'm not too happy with the direction our country's going in, so you best think about it too. Now, you can sit at home, you can do your voting once every 2-4 years, whatever it is, 6 years. You can email your congressman or write to them. You can call them. But what happens if they don't listen? Well, we found that out up in North Dakota. They passed that dang health care bill, and our senators and congressmen went right along with it. You know, that doesn't make me too happy when our representatives don't listen to the people and don't do what they say or what we say. Pretty sad situation, because our government's set up on a representative government. The government's supposed to represent the people, not itself. You know, the rules and regulations of business and everything, you know, we take for granted that we're just going to be able to go out here. If you got a breakdown on one of your vehicles, oh, we can go buy a part real easy and fix that car, or we can take it to somebody else to fix it. What happens if that part's no longer available for that particular car or vehicle? That car's sitting. It ain't going nowhere if it's broke down. You know, what are you going to do then? Are you going to walk to your local Walmart? Maybe you can, but what about them towns that don't have a Walmart? Are you going to walk wherever you got to go? People don't want to walk anymore, just like I didn't want to walk before I started my walk here. I'll tell you, I took a lot of things for granted. And I'm going to give you one last example. We've been out on this road here for this is our 9th day of straight walking. No breaks, walking every day. And I know right now I'm getting a little scruffy looking. Well, I need a shave, don't I? Need a haircut, need to wash my hair. Sometimes, I hate to say this, but I even smell myself when I'm walking on the road, and that's not a good place to be. It's not a good smell, even for me. So, I think back to the times where when I was back home, I could take a bath or a shower anytime I wanted to. I could wash my hair, shave, I could do anything I wanted. But guess what? When you're out on the road, and I'm living like our troops live overseas when they're out in the field doing our fighting for us, I live in the back of this here pickup, under a topper on top of a mattress. I don't get a chance to go take a shower anytime I want. We have to pick and choose the days that we take our shower because we had to get another computer because the first one broke down. We're on a real limited basis right now as far as money. So we had to cut back. Instead of every 6 or 7 days getting a motel room, it's going to have to be 9 or 10 days before we're able to get in there and enjoy that nice shower or bath or a nice cushiony bed or be able to watch TV and see what's happening in the news. Those things are easy to take for granted when you don't have them every day. You look at them and you say, geez, what happened to that? How come I can't get that? What's the cause of this problem? Well, you only need to look at one place, and that's the government. Because the government is our problem. It's not the solution to the problem. You and I together, standing shoulder to shoulder, carrying flags, or with our belief in our country, standing together, is the solution. Because we can use the entrepreneurship, the imagination of our youth, as long as we teach them how to think, and as long as we find leaders that are willing to lead on principle and not for power or money. Anyway, this is the ramblings of an old man again. Yes, sir. Keep the wheels a turning and the mind a moving. God bless you and God bless America.